Hello everybody, welcome back to Sunday Berries. Today we have an exciting project and we're going to learn how to make our very own concertina journal. A concertina journal, it's an accordion, as you can see, where you can glue down your personal paintings, or you can create a journal of entries that will flow from one page to the other, and at the end it's going to be a cohesive work of art. I thought this would be really exciting for you to learn if you're interested in doing your very own personalized journals. The reason why I wanted to do this video is because I want to prepare for the 100-day challenge. I think it's a great idea to participate in this challenge because it does promote the engagement that you have with your work and also your creativity, your imagination. And I really truly believe that at the end of the 100 days, you will be expanding your knowledge and honing your skills in whatever medium you decide to do it. I will try to do everything with watercolors, but I am thinking that I will be including other mediums along the way. Concertinas can be done in any size that you want, and these are really easy and simple to do. You can do the concertina with any type of watercolor paper or mixed media that you prefer. This one, for example, I made with Hahnemühle paper. And this is one that I would paint on directly rather than glue anything down on it. If any of you want to start the 100-day challenge with me, you're very welcome. I will be posting every day whatever I have done that day to my Instagram, and I will probably do a recap of every week in a video for you, in addition to the normal weekly video that I release every week. So let's see what materials you will need for this project. You will need watercolor paper, again, any type of watercolor paper that you prefer. You will need a piece of ribbon, elastic, or cloth that you will use to keep your concertina closed. You will need double-sided tape or glue for this project. You will also need a ruler and scissors. A good alternative for the scissors can be a cutter, paper cutter, or an X-Acto knife, or a guillotine, depending on what you have. Ideally, you will be using things that you already have at home. You will need cardstock to make the covers of the concertina. If you don't have cardstock, even cereal boxes can do. You just cut them out to size and they can work for this project. And finally, to cover the cardstock for the covers of your concertina, you will need paper. It could be wrapping paper, it can be fabric, anything that you like or have around in the house. And in any case, I will be listing all the materials on the description below, so if you don't have something, you can get it. So let's go ahead and start our project. The first thing to think about would be the size of the concertina that you want to make. The larger size you want, the larger paper you will need. My paper is about 8 inches by 12 inches. This is a very random number because this is handmade paper. And because I want to maximize what I can get from this paper, I will do mine rather small. I will show you how to do it, and then at home you can see what kind of size you want for your own concertina. The first thing to do is fold the paper. Making sure that the sides reach the other end of the paper. You will fold it backwards again. And if you are doing this with a straight edge, you might as well cut it in a straight line so everything is the same way. Because I'm using a deckled edge, I am going to just rip it so I can keep the same style going. Now that you have cut the paper in half, I am going to fold it over once, then you will fold it again towards that center. And once again, fold it towards that center. And now you have the first part of a concertina. Now you can leave it this small and just add your covers to the front and the back. That would be just like this one. However, I would like to do mine a little bit longer, so I am going to take this part and repeat the process. And now we have two pieces, and we can glue this part over this one to create one piece. This is where we will need the tape or the glue. I will use both. The reason why I want to use both is simply because I want to make sure that everything stays put and doesn't go anywhere. Of course, I will use the Elmer's glue all over the place. And here we are going to bring these two together. You can place this under something heavy until the glue is dry. We are going to measure our covers, and we'll use a pen or pencil to mark down the covers. To give it a little bit of space, so you can have a little lip on your covers. For this part, I prefer to use my cutter. Now that we have the first cut done, the second cover is going to be easier to do because we can use the first one as a template. Now we have our front cover and back cover. Well, the concertina is gluing itself under something heavy. We're going to create the cover now. You can place it any which way you want, as long as you leave at least an inch on each side. once you have your front and your back ready to go, all we need to do is go ahead and glue down this to the paper. I am going to fold the paper just to mark down. After you have your paper marked down, we're going to cut the corners off, making sure we don't cut inside the main square. We are going to go ahead and start gluing together. One side first and then the next. Just as if you were wrapping a gift. And here is our front cover. And again. And we repeat the same process. So we have our front and our back. We are going to be working with a ribbon, and the ribbon has to be able to at least go twice around the concertina to keep it close. So I always try to give it a little bit extra length, about there. Oops. Because you always need to trim. Close enough. So now you have two perfect sized ribbons. And here is what I think is the toughest part. You know that the opening is going to be this way. The ribbon needs to be coming out this way. So you have to really make sure that you have it the right way. And you need to place it, hopefully, in the center. We will use the double-sided tape for this. There. You can, of course, measure this. I never do because this is something for myself and I don't mind imperfection whatsoever. Now, the back flap, since we have it coming this way, we need to make sure we have the back the way we want it to look. Now we are going to start with the front cover. The next step is to attach the first page of the concertina to the back of the cover. So we will be using glue. So we have the first part on. Now we need to attach the back cover, and the back cover will be coming in this way. So I did it wrong, and I'm going to have to cut this one out because the concertina book needs to close here. So it needs to be completely open and it needs to go here. So when we close it, we have a perfect closure. So this one was just additional that we didn't need. But you can actually, if you don't make a mistake at the beginning, like I did, you can make it work without having to cut off anything. Also make sure that the ribbon is towards the outside and just fix there. And there we have it. We have our concertina book. Now that we have the concertina, what we want to do is make sure that everything is in place. To tighten it as much as possible with the ribbon. And leave it to dry. So here we have our concertina. This is a very small one. However, you can continue to add pages to this concertina and make it as large as you would like. The only thing that you need to do is follow the steps that we've done up until now. I really do hope that you have enjoyed this video. Remember that one of the most important parts of this project is that these two flaps are able to close together. It's a very simple process. As you can see, the most important part to be aware of is the location of the strings or your laces, and the location of the back cover. Remember that it needs to fold as an accordion. So my friends, with that said, I want to remind you that I will be doing that 100-day challenge. If you want to join me, please do so. It's going to be so much fun. I will be posting every single day my progress onto Instagram, and once a week I will show you what I've been doing. So once again, this is something that I hope you can do for yourself, and I think it's something super fun that you can do. To all my subscribers, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it, and welcome to all the new subscribers as well. And if you have been watching and you are still feeling on the fence, just give me a try, hit that subscribe button, and join me on this crazy ride. Until we meet again, please take care of yourselves, please stay safe, be kind to one another, and I will see you on the next video. Until then, bye.